Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Steve, the Idaho Fabricator, and I've been really busy in the shop lately, and I'm finally getting around to working on my wife's '87 GMC pickup. That's what we're seeing here. And when you're working on these older trucks like this, they're kind of like peeling an onion. You figure, I just got to fix this one thing, and then you start taking it apart and you start peeling the layers away, and next thing you know, the bed's off. The fenders are off. All kinds of stuff's off. And so I got all kinds of opportunities for upcoming videos. This is one of the fenders that I've got to work on. And as you can see here, there's some nice rust going on there where the fender bolts to the bed. I've also got some pinhole leaks here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is really thin material here. So another spot over here on the other side, down in here, always in these low areas, and then right here it's all like really thin. So got to replace that. So I'll cover that on a future video. I'm gonna basically take some scrap 18 gauge steel and put it in here and make it all new again. So that's one layer of the onion that was revealed. And then I pulled the bed off, and I got these really nice lights at Harbor Freight for $9, and they didn't work very good. And so here again, I'm peeling the onion again, and I noticed that, well, gosh, no wonder the trailer lights don't work. So I got a new connector, and I got to fix that. Let's see. Oh, and then on the interior of the truck, I was getting into it, and I noticed that the door handle, this guy right here, that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be limp. It's supposed to be, So anyway, I ordered a new one of these guys, and then the armrest was that's just wrong, and then these holes are way larger than they're supposed to be. So anyway, I had to get busy on that, and so today we are going to fix this inside door panel. Okay, and the first thing I did a couple days ago was I epoxied a piece of steel in here to reinforce where the holes for the armrest go. And as you can see here, this plastic broke out. It's a big gaping hole, and so the armrest, would move on the door, really wouldn't stay planted. So I glued the piece of metal in there, and then you can see where the holes are, how much it was moving when you tried to close the door. So that should eliminate that. Now I got to thinking that maybe you don't have a big piece of sheet metal you can glue in there, and so another option is to just get some fender washers, okay, and just epoxy those over where they go, and that'll reinforce that broken hole area also. So just another option for you. So if you don't have this, it's still good. Another thing that's wrong with this is, let me get this where you can see it. Oh, I got it. Yeah, here. This part right here, it's all, the plastic is all gone and broken away. So what I'm going to do to fix it is I'm going to put some tape over this end, okay, just a little piece of duct tape, and then I'm going to fill this in with JB Weld. It's miracle stuff. It really is. I'm going to fill it in with JB Weld. I'm going to drill a hole through it, and then I'm going to use a chamfering bit and make a countersink so that I can use these factory screws. See how they have like a a concave washer, and these are the original screws. So, which, by the way, when you're doing a project like this is another layer of the onion. Okay, there's probably like 8 different kinds of screws holding this on, and only one of the right ones. So I went and bought the right screws so that I can put it together the way it's supposed to be. So just be prepared for little treasures like that when you're dissecting your project truck or car. So let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I got to show you this trick here. This piece of trim here, if you look underneath, it's supposed to have a little plastic stud on it that fits into these little metal nutserts. And the plastic stud was broken. So my next favorite repair tip is Velcro. It works awesome, right? You buy it in strips like this, peel and stick, holds it. I give it a thumbs up. Excellent. I don't have to worry about the middle because that's where the new strap goes. And then there's a chrome cover that covers this. And then there's a 1/4-20 bolt that goes through here into a metal nut on the door frame. So that'll hold the center down, cover up all this little wear, and it'll look like brand new. So let's see, what else have we got to do on this? Oh, this is the felt for the inside of the windshield. And as you probably guessed, it's not supposed to do this. And there's no felt on it anymore. So I ordered a set of these. They come both the inside and the outside window felt for both doors. And I think it was like $30. So $30, that's not bad. And so I'm waiting for those to come in before I put this back in the truck. And oh, there's one other thing that's broken. Let me show you this. You can see this here. It's where one of the screws that holds this to the door, and it's just broken out. So you take this little screw here, and it just pulls through when you're tightening it up. So what I'm going to do to fix that is I went into my let's see, get this set up here so you can see it better. Oops. So there's the hole there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this is a number 8 washer, and it just almost fits in there perfectly, okay? And I think it'll go in and bottom out in the bottom of that hole. And then I'm going to put a little JB weld underneath to hold it in place, and then I'll be able to run the screw in, and it'll hold it nice and tight, and the door won't rattle when Sally's driving down the road, because we want her to be happy. No, and I also ordered this the original rubber strip, because when I got in the truck, this was hanging down, and I don't know why it was hanging down, but it's not supposed to hang down. So anyway, I'm going to fix that, clean this track up really good, and get some new, put the new seal here to keep some of the dirt out. And putting the new felt on here will be good because it'll keep rain from getting on this speaker. And that's a good thing. So I'm going to mix up some JB weld. I'm going to work on that, get that a little bit, and I'm going to get that mixed up, and I'll show you what I'm doing. All right. Okay, opening up the JB weld. My most favorite stuff. And I like these little like sharp ends for poking holes. You know? So I'm going to squeeze in a copious amount. And then that on there, and then it's It's a 50-50 mix on this stuff. So we'll see how close I come to guesstimating. And that seems pretty close. It should cure to a dark gray color. And stir it up with a chopstick. I never waste anything, even chopsticks. So get this all mixed up really good. So I get a nice even color. Still a little bit of white showing there. I don't want that. Okay, so there we go. Here's the JB. Okay. Now, when I was pounding that little washer in like I was showing you, I don't know if you can see it, but apparently the washer was a little large and it split this. Okay, so I put some tape on the inside so it wouldn't plug the hole. And then I'm going to apply some JB weld all through that. I'm going to set this down for a minute because I gotta stir it, get a nice big bunch of this stuff. So I'm going to spread it on there. Oops. You know, stuff happens. Sometimes things break. Can't always. And I'll get it down in there really good. Nice thing about chopsticks is you got a thin side and a fat side, so you can use the thin side to get way down in there. Okay. That looks pretty good. Yeah. It's probably what Picasso felt like, you know, when he was painting stuff. It's just like, you know. Okay, now, I got some duct tape here somewhere. There it is. So now, on this other end, I'm going to cover this with some duct tape, just so it doesn't bleed through, all right? So I can fill that gap in. Then we're going to spin this over. Yeah, there it is. There's the side we want. And I'm going to put some JB weld in here. Kind of do a little spin move there. Okay. Get a little more. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Now, we're going to get a paper towel, kind of clean the edge up a little so it doesn't look too bad. All right, that doesn't look too bad, and I'll touch it up with a little blue paint when I'm done. And we just gotta let that dry. So I'll let that dry, and when I get the rest of the parts in, we'll reinstall this door, and I'll show you how everything comes together. Oh, I wanted to share with you this coolest, you know, I got to tell you guys when I find a really cool tool or a really cool product, okay? Now, on the frame of this truck, they've got these dudes here, and the idea is that they clip into a hole in the frame, and you run your electrical wires and fuel lines and those kinds of things, and as you can tell, they break because they're plastic, right? So I was down at the hardware store where I live, and I found these. Okay, now they're more than just cable ties. These things are awesome, and you guys are gonna love this, all right? Here's what they are. It's a basic cable tie, but on the very end, it's got this fir tree end, you know, pretty similar to the kind of ends that, you know, you have on your door inserts and stuff. In fact, they're even called fir tree push mounts, okay? So what's cool about these is, like right here, I've got this wire connector that's all goobered up, and there's no way it's gonna stay in the hole, right? But I got this new zippy tie thing. It fits in the hole, see? And then you just zip tie your wires, and you can spin it wherever you want. It doesn't come out. And that is just cool, guys. And I'm going to use those to secure all the electrical lines for the trailer wiring, and any other place that I need to hold a wire up to keep it from rattling around. And so, hey, this is the Idaho Fabricator Cool Tool. Cable ties with a fir tree push mount. You gotta get these. These things rock. All right. Take care. It's been fun, and I'll see you next time on the Idaho Fabricator.